get a reaction out
You used
of
to say
it.
to Yoda?
Yes.
I'm just waiting for my answer.
You don't tell me anything.
I want to get reaction out of it.
You said that to my brother. I can't take it. Me? Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
So, what was my second question, Sif? Something about
Why do?
Yes. I remember one time I asked you and my brother Yehuda.
Yes.
Wait, no, I don't remember. That's not how it went. I just remember you one day saying something like, in your earlier years in the university, when Yehuda was still coming around, you were a bit irritated by it because he was just too nice and almost always there.
Yeah.
Although right now you appreciate that about him and that is something that truly you value.
Yeah.
But back then you didn't like it. And I've noticed that as a common phenomenon in a lot of ladies. Like the moment you're nice, you're there, they treat you anyhow.
Yeah.
Like you're rubbish.
This is the way he's saying you with passion.
But when you now start becoming savage, start becoming insensitive and not necessarily rude though. Because at the end of the way they feel change out for you too. You're too rude to them. Yeah. But like you're not really giving them face, you're just doing your stuff.
Almost acting like a player. Yeah. Giving up like player attitude.
Exactly. You're not always available, that kind of stuff. That's when they come around, So
like literally you're intentionally playing with their emotions, You don't give them too much, you don't show too much. Like the typical Hollywood's what you should do to make someone like you.
Yeah.
You like somebody, be mean. You like somebody, don't give them attention. Call and then don't call again, leave them hanging, stupid things like that. Yeah.
But then it actually works. So how come?
It works in the short run, but trust me, not in the long run. When these women get into committed relationships with this guy, in fact, it always usually ends in heartbreak. And I don't know, I think that maybe women have like this whole idea of mystery in quotes, like, oh, let him be mysterious or something, I don't know. And then also, I think it could also be the fact that a woman doesn't know herself, like she doesn't even know what she
I'm using everything I can to keep calm. I'm boiling inside.
Because there's
this topic gets
this
me
movie
boiling.
or something that said, as you learn to love yourself, teach me, So if a person, because I'm trying to think about it for me, like, what was I really thinking? Why didn't I don't know, honestly. For me, I think maybe it was some of the novels I had read, and then watching it in movies, like, oh, there's this whole bad boy ideology, like, is a brand on its own, falling for the bad guy, We have been indoctrinated into believing that kind of person is attractive, is cool, do you get? And so I think for me, that was also one of it. So I wanted that person who is elusive, I'm not the person who is always giving me too much attention. And we have been made to believe that that's boring. You get, like, when oh my goodness, there's a video and I think I'll play it. They asked them, my phone is not here. They said toxic or something relationship, and then they were like toxic anytime, any day. Like, make me cry. I wanna. Like, ladies,
drama. I think
they say they want the drama, let's fight.
Yeah, we have an argument.
I
let's
was
fight.
like,
Let's
what?
break each other.
Toxic or boring relationships?
Toxic for sure. I want to be crying. Keep me on my toes. Like, it's entertaining.
This whole idea of makeup sex, makeup sex and all those things. Like that passion, drama releases adrenaline.
I'm so sorry.
Exactly. It releases all that adrenaline and everything,
Basically, they're just emotional chasers. They're just emotional high. That's
yes, all. Emotional high.
They're
exactly.
Just chasing after emotional high.
They want to be able to feel maybe
that's
intensely or something.
Yes, like a relationship has to be full of emotional high all the time. And you find that the reality, that's not what it's like.
Something that makes me feel like I really love this person. Like, people want to be able to tell that they know they are in love.
You think love is something that you can feel?
Like, if I'm desiring this person, that why is this person not giving me attention, then it means, oh, I really love this person. You get? But when everything is at peace, you can't tell what love is sometimes, because the waters are calm. You get? You are just basically doing the action, but you can't necessarily tell anything. But when there's all this drama, oh, he doesn't call me, then you are now thinking, oh, why has he not called me?
How it affects
me. And I'm thinking, oh wow, because I want him to call me, then it means I must really like this guy.
I can't do without.
I can't do without. You get all that emotional this thing. Like people said their relationships are more interesting when they fight, when they have to settle. I've heard that. Like, oh, the relationship is more interesting when there's, you get, but it's not sustainable. That kind is not sustainable.
You get drained.
Yes, you get drained. That's the thing, and you will never get that emotional fulfillment that you're looking for. That's the hope. That's the truth.
You know, you get drained, you get tired,
you get heartbroken,
you get injured,
you get played,
emotionally,
and at the end of the day, your self-esteem can be useless, because by the time the guy treats you that way, you now feel like, oh, I'm not good enough.
And then that's when you truly become like a rag.
Yeah.
No vessel. I know they talk true. For people who become desperate. Like my pain is those who get so into it and fall so hard that even when the guy is doing all of that and the guy is not even interested anymore, they can't let go.
I even remember times when we'll talk on the phone and I would purposefully say insulting words. Like, I want to get a reaction out
You
of
used to say
him.
to Yoda.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for my answer.
You don't tell me anything.
I want to get reaction out of him.
You said that to my brother.
And
Oh my
when
Lord.
he doesn't, I'll cut deeper. Maybe I'll start on a low level and he still doesn't get it. I'll say, maybe he didn't hear me very well. I'll say something more. Then I'll just get upset, like, now what for you? Then I'll be dramatic. Maybe I can end the call or something. It's like he'll call me back. I just want that drama. And it's so unnecessary. I think people don't realize how beautiful a loving relationship actually is. Like,
Yoda is the champion of this your relationship. I cannot take that
Yeah, I'll tell you, you shout that his Baba will run. And no, Baba, make it
I can't take it. Me? Do you know who I am? No.
Okay, are you done?
yes, yeah.
So number one is demon.
Nice.
Demon spirit is his influence over the women generation. The generation of women. Also, the next thing is I think people are lost.
Yeah.
Because the version of her who treated me like that is not this person. That was not her. That was a totally different person, you know.
That spirit has been cast away.
That was a totally different person. That was someone that it can also be caused by that's a trauma. People have been abused and used anyhow. It's a defense. They just accept it. This is how normal, so you settle for that kind of thing. I don't know. It's also, some people have been abused. Like, haven't you seen trends? Someone who has been sexually abused grows up and is a sex addict and all of that. Like, basically, you know, like people who have been like abused somehow emotionally.
Therefore, they relationally abuse other people too.
No, they settle for that kind of thing somehow. Like, they kind of
long for it.
I don't know. Like they just settle into that kind of thing. Like they are trapped in it, and they keep creating that kind of environment. They keep going after that kind of environment somehow.
You know, person.
They are being magneted, pulled. There's a magnet effect. Something is pulling them into those kind of things.
So how do you respond when
to someone like that?
Yeah, someone like that. Let's say you met someone and you guys really had a good conversation first encounter, and you didn't really know that this person like that, and you were thinking, hey, something can actually happen, and then after like a week or two, you start to notice, okay, this is how this person is. How do you respond?
For me, it's simple. Although, let me say 2 ways. Number one, if God told you that's the one, that's the only reason why you should stay. That's why I like that. Other than that, if God
if God should tell you he's the one, he tell you it's that time he's the one. He can tell you he's the one for future sake, like, oh, just take note, this is the one, but he still needs to work on the person.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That like if God told you that's the one, like probably you're in touch with him, so you know when the time is. Or it's not. So anyhow, if God has told you that's the one, and he's using you to work on that person, like that kind of happened. Even though I didn't meet that version of you, I still met a different version of you, but not that particular version anymore.
Yeah, and then I'll say if they show that that's the kind of person, like they are not the only fish in the sea.
Good. That's what I was saying. Like it's not a.
We do or die
like
affair.
You yourself, you don't have self-respect. Why are you still interested in someone like that?
Yeah, you know, they're not the antelope. They're not the only antelope in the jungle.
No, they are not even an antelope. They are which animal used to
They're not
fight
the only
back?
ones,
like,
you know.
excuse
So
me,
many
I can
other
kill.
amazing people out
Sorry.
there.
Okay, so point is like that should be a turn off normally. Like
Exactly.
after everything we just said about character.
You should have
Why-
your criteria
like, why- exactly.
for who is a person
Don't
that
you
you
have-
can date. What are you?
Why
What's
don't
your
you have
list?
value?
What's your list?
Exactly.
I'm dating. Oh, this is what I want.
This
in
is
a
who I'm
woman.
looking for.
Exactly.
You don't
Not
just say for trash.
anybody.
Like, how can you meet trash and still be looking
And
for
still
how
say,
to
oh,
get
maybe-
along with trash? Like,
exactly.
that doesn't make sense. Someone speaks rubbish anyhow to you. Like, disgusting.
You should have your
Excuse
list.
me.
You know.
Ew.
What's
And
your
you move
turn
on.
off? What are the
Okay.
things that you find attractive?
So somebody that does. Somebody that does. Somebody that does not appreciate your niceness, your tenderness, your sensitivity, your generosity. They take it all for granted and they think it's actually weakness, or they interpret it as weakness, or you should not be interested in such a person.
No, you shouldn't be. And then also you should just make sure that you're not laying it on too
Yes,
thick.
that's good.
Also,
Don't move
give
faster
a
than
healthy
your shadow.
amount of space. Exactly.
When we tell you younger generation that stop giving undue attention to the opposite sex. Una no go 1 year old. If you meet someone and you guys have a nice chat, it's cool. Exchange number, chat them up if they are interested, or call and then feel the vibe. You know, call and the first night you are doing midnight call like the former version of you know, you are doing like by midnight call. I mean, you are calling all through the night, like you guys picking the phone, like
And
calm
especially
down.
as you don't have any plan.
Don't
of
give too
pursuing
much
a
of yourself.
relationship
Like,
with that person.
don't make yourself so cheap and
Too
available.
available.
Do you understand? You have to test. The Bible says, "Don't cast your pearls to pigs."
To swine.
Waiting be
Swine.
before.
I know. I'm just
Okay.
trying to-
So to pigs, right? Like, find out is this person a pig or not.
Before you cast it now.
Yes, you know, like test people.
Yeah.
Develop first with them, and then you give more. You know, that's how you move.
Okay.
Not all at once.
So you're not saying that you should not give yourself ever.
No. As you say, you give
yourself.
bit by bit, yeah, and then you gauge how like you are being responded to, how you are being treated. Like, is this person valuing you? It has to be mutual, you know. And then when you see that, yeah, that's going on, then you give more, not just you give all at once. And then when they now start giving you see finish after only 2 days, you know, see finish is a real thing.
Yeah.
Then you vex. And then you become a different person.
Yeah, I know,
I said
right?
exactly
I've been
like
there.
You said don't let people change. I've been listening to your status. Don't let people change who you are. Continue to be.
Yeah, I've
I
been
was
there.
preaching to myself.
I'm
I'm telling you, I was preaching to myself.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, but I've been there too. I mean, like, really, just hearing you say that, I laughed. That's why I was like, yeah, exactly the same mindset I went to that meeting
And
with
it's so-
that day, remember?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done trying to be a good guy, a nice guy. I'm coming here today with every intention to break hearts.
And it's so ironic that there are some ladies who are desperate, looking for a good guy, and they can't see. All they meet is like trash people. And then there are people who they meet good guys, but they don't want the good
They
guys.
trash them. They deserve trash people.
No, I don't know.
I'm like, why is this world so
I
ironic
don't know,
sometimes?
because
That's why you
me,
need God.
tall, because I'm like,
Order your steps.
my concern is I hope that people are not compromising. You get, like, you have to be consistent. If you are really serious, if you really want that thing, no room for compromise.
Yeah.
And I feel that the reason why many, not all, but many people who are good, genuine, and are genuinely ready for a proper person, but don't keep finding that person, because they make compromises.
In what
Yeah,
aspect?
nah, they settle. I think they settle for less.
You get, like, they are not true to character, like they are not true to the standard. You know, just like you also shared, like
Yeah.
when you were waiting, even though God had confirmed to you, like, that this is the time that He's going to bring the right person.
Yeah.
But you kind of got tired of waiting,
Yeah.
or you were like eager, and then you started searching yourself rather than waiting. Yeah. So I feel like people do that in one way or the other, like, and I think it's a popular trick of like the devil.
Okay.
You get, he will always offer Ishmael before Isaac. Always offer you bread, turn stone to bread, take the glory of the world before the actual glorification.
Yeah.
Like he will always offer fake before original, just as original is about to come. So like people need to learn, like when you are ready, you will see a lot of people that are almost but not quite. They are nice, you know, they would work, except that don't settle and don't stay around there. Like it's not by force. Don't be single. Embrace your singleness. You get me? We don't know how to do that.
But I actually respect people who are able to do that too. Because
to do what?
Me that married, I feel like it's easy for me to say, embrace your singleness, you know.
I did it.
No, that's what she said. She respects people that do that.
I say I respect people.
Me.
You did it.
Not very well, Sha.
Not
I
very
did it.
well. You?
You are using cheat code.
When did you ever? Don't
Yeah,
mind
that's
me.
the emotional sucker.
You did not do it, my brother. What are you talking about?
I did it.
When?
I did it. What I'm saying is that embrace your singleness, right? If you're not really fully, truly being single, you are even actually chasing a potential suitors, people that are actually interested. Like, think about it. How do you feel when you see a lady with other guys, surrounded by other guys?
How do I feel?
Someone you're interested and she's giving attention to other people.
Yeah, other guys are flocking around her and she's giving them attention.
I don't think she's serious.
Not even that now here. I mean, like, yeah, but have you ever felt like this? Like me, I'm interested in you. I see other guys around you. I move on.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, guys. Hope this has been enlightening and educating.
That just sounds so fake. Anyway, I just want to say that, look, if there's a guy that's being very nice to you and you're doing him out, my God. But truly, God, if you don't change, God can do you too. Because God sees what you're doing.
Excuse us, Angel.
Then also, no, what's the second one?
Angel Donatos. Don't speak of us.
If you are brilliant, try and get character. If you don't get character, just try and know books more.
Excuse us, please. Don't speak on God's behalf when you are speaking from human emotions. God is not emotional. God is actually more gracious than
what I said.
Realized. No, I'm saying that we realize. So what we're trying to say is that.
Thank you guys so much.
I have to correct that error.
Oh,
yes. Is that what did you even say?
God will do you too.
No, God knows you. God forgives. God is gracious. God knows that we are all a work in progress. So please don't feel like, because some people may be there right now and believe me, they don't know how to come out. They have not figured that out. So you don't want to condemn you. I know what it's like to be there, and look where I am now.
To be a player, bro.
No.
Or to believe you anyhow.
To be in a bad place and you don't know how to get there. You don't know if you have the power to change. Anyhow, whatever. So the point is, you need hope. You need a lot of hope and encouragement. That's what will help you hold on to God, and that's who will eventually get you out. Okay. So.
Thank you guys so much.
But yes, give in and do your best to change. Don't stop trying. Okay, now let's do the outro. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Hope it was educating and enlightening. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Remember, I don't want to know whether you agree with me or not. Just say your own. I don't talk my own. You talk your own. Don't say down. No, I'm joking. But for real. Let us know your thoughts and
me,
I'll comment.
Yes, I'll comment on this video too. Comment my own thoughts.
This is just a pained young man. It happen. We'll get past it.
Bye.
That's life. Bye, guys. Like, you let yourself get into a situationship. Do you understand? You didn't look at your picture.